is this? A joke? Am I supposed to be scared of some little boy in a bright color outfit wielding a stick?
I don't have time to tell you everything wrong with what you just said, but to make it short, no.
You're supposed to be scared of me. You're the foreman at Rupert Thorne's 4th Street warehouse. You've been running around-the-clock shifts for the past 3 weeks. What's he up to?
I don't know, I swear. All I know is some new executive gave us bonuses to speed up a product launch. It was supposed to be next month, but now it's tomorrow. That's all I know. Please don't hurt me, please.
She's gone, tough guy. And let's keep this little encounter between you and me, okay? Or else you'll find out what else this little boy can do with the staff. I guess you're just what I need.
Hey, what'd you do that for?
Music distracts me when I'm driving.
Oh, come on. I love that song.
Like I said, it distracts me. I'm too busy thinking about what that goon said.
I don't know, Bruce. Instead of scaring some flunky, couldn't you just ask the boss man himself? After all, you are going to his party at his corporate headquarters tonight.
You heard the man, Dick. Thorne may be in the dark about this. Besides, I find that fear yields information better than cocktails. Stay out here.
Ah, Wayne, I trust those trick-or-treaters outside didn't cause you too much trouble. I was just telling the mayor here that we should lock them up and throw away the key.
Halloween was last week, Rupert, and just because they don't dress like stockholders doesn't make them criminals.
Maybe so, Mr. Wayne, but my administration won't let these ruffians disrupt Gotham's business community any longer. I've directed the police commissioner to assign all of his officers to protect Thorne Enterprises and any other possible targets until this crisis passes.
But, Mayor Hill, aren't the police already stretched pretty thin trying to capture Batman? Extra protection for Gotham's wealthiest people risks putting a lot of other people in danger.
Not necessarily.
Gentlemen, allow me to introduce Robert Catsby, the new head of my home security division.
In light of the protests, I've convinced Rupert to make our new system free to the public for the first month. We just announced the price break and we'll be in over 90% of Gotham's homes by midnight tomorrow.
It's killing me to be so generous, but personal security is the most important thing we can provide in Gotham.
You know that better than anyone, don't you, Wayne? After what happened to your parents and all.
I'm afraid I have to call it an early night. Congratulations, Rupert. Mr. Catsby, I'm sure I'll talk to you again.
Leaving already? Did you eat a bad shrimp or something?
No, it was Thorne's company I couldn't stomach. Tell Alfred we'll meet him in the cave.
Master Bruce, did you actually leave the party without saying goodbye to the mayor of Gotham City?
Alfred, the only thing I could do to insult the mayor would be to bounce a check to his campaign. He'll get over it. What do you have for me on the product Thorne was all excited about? Some sort of home security system.
You mean this? Fresh off the assembly line. In addition to a bank-quality locking mechanism, it wirelessly networks all the locks through Thorne's servers to the Gotham Police Department.
So it's an unbreakable lock and a burglar alarm.
But why would Rupert give this away for free? Even if he'll make up the losses in time, he's not the sort to let a dollar get past him.
It is suspicious. Almost as suspicious as his new executive, Robert Catsby. I'm certain he and I have met somewhere before. And I'm even more certain the man's a fake. In a little under 2 minutes, Catsby used 4 different accents. Among them, upper crust Long Island and blue-collar Keystone City. The heel on his left shoe was a full centimeter higher than the one on his right, giving him a manufactured limp. Also, I smelled a trace of latex and spirit gum adhesive, indicating that he was wearing a false face.
Huh. So he must be the executive Thorne's foreman told us about. The one who accelerated production behind his back.
Catsby knew demand was going to skyrocket because the crowd's uprising was coming to Gotham. Which means he knew it was coming, long before anybody else did. Alfred, keep analyzing this. There's an extra chipset embedded in the central processor. I need to know what it does. In the meantime, Dick and I will go pay Mr. Catsby a visit.
How will we find him?
When I shook his hand, I planted a tracker on him.
Do you keep trackers on you to every cocktail party you attend?
Doesn't everyone?
You sure this is the place? It's awfully
Robin,
quiet.
get down! What time is it?
It's nearly 10 p.m. I was about to come wake you. You've been unconscious for almost 20 hours, and I know how you hate to oversleep.
Funny. What'd I miss?
Besides me dragging you away from Catsby's trap and getting the Batmobile and cycle home before I passed out from too much blood loss? Not much.
I did an initial forensic scan of the explosive residue on you and Dick. For someone who loves high-tech toys so much, Catesby's bomb was awfully old school. Just gunpowder and a fuse.
The plot thickens, eh?
Gunpowder. Plot. Alfred, can you hack the internal clock on Thorne's lock we have in the cave?
Certainly. May I ask why?
Because whatever the plan is, it's going to happen at midnight tonight, and we get a sneak preview.
Midnight? Who told you that?
You did. Turn the clock ahead to 11:55.
On it. Master Bruce, why did you act so oddly in the kitchen when you said gunpowder and plot?
Okay, so I'm officially the last to know. Explanation? Anyone?
Today is November 4th. At midnight, it will be the 5th.
With you so far, though I don't fully understand.
He picked his alias on purpose. Robert Catsby was an associate of Guy Fawkes. Fawkes is best known for the gunpowder treason, a 1605 plot to bring down the British government with explosives.
But these locks don't have gunpowder in them, or else the computer would have found it. So what's the plan, and who's Catsby?
People of Gotham City, your liberation is at hand. The days of oppressive law and unnatural order have passed. This is your chance. There are no locks. There are no doors. There is no property.
That message will play across Gotham at midnight. We have only a little more than an hour to stop whatever it is that this madman has planned.
I think I've figured that part out. There's a definite spike of activity in the lock mechanism when the recording says no locks. It looks like the locks will spring open at that very moment, meaning...
Meaning that the locks will do opposite of what they're supposed to do. Instead of keeping everyone safe...
He'll be putting all of Gotham's citizens in danger. Opening doors can't be all he's up to. He needs to give the city a push. The riots must be tied into his plan, somehow. Dick, I want you to mingle with the other protesters at Thorne Enterprises. Plain clothes.
Cramps my style, but orders are orders.
Do you really think the riots are being used as a front for his plan?
No, but I don't believe in coincidences either. He has to be influencing their movements.
Catsby, it's Rupert. Again, we need to discuss the cost overruns. I'm getting a little tired of getting your voicemail. I expect to see you in my office immediately, and... What the heck? What's happening?
You did say immediately.
Man, Thorne's the worst. He sends all the manufacturing jobs overseas and doesn't pay taxes.
They're all like that. Dayton, Luther, Dent, March? And don't forget Wayne, right?
Did you say something about Bruce Wayne?
Dick, I've left the cave. Report.
Looks like you were right. The protesters seem sincere, and they have good taste in billionaires. Apparently this Catsby guy has been visiting countries and rallying an army up to go to Gotham for months now.
Good work. Put on your costume and meet me on the rooftop of Thorne Enterprises. We'll find this enigma of a character there.
How do you know that? He obviously found the tracker already.
He doesn't know about the one I placed on Thorn. And unless Rupert has developed a sudden love for the great outdoors at midnight, I think he's learning the truth about his new employee.
Oh, Rupert, there's no escape that way. Everyone should have respect for gravity, and that sure is a long way down.
That voice, Catsby, is that you? What is it you want?
Can you 1%ers really be this dense and still think you're better than the rest of us? You've already given me everything you can. Your money, your resources, and now, your life. Your death in the middle of the crowd below will be the spark of the war between you haves and the have-nots.
Do all terrorists talk this much? Or is it just you?
Oh, Batman's sidekick. Not my plan, but I can be flexible.
Is your jaw flexible? Robin, get Thorn off the roof!
I am, but boss, it looks like he's got some fireworks display set up for Guy Fawkes' day as well.
Well, of course. My trap was just a practice run for tonight's main event. Speaking of which, how did you get that tracker on me at the gala? Moonlight as a caterer on your off hours?
I haven't had an off hour in my life. Status.
The locks are opening all over the city, but we've blocked the call to arms. They can see his face, but I've cut the audio.
Excellent. It's time to put an end to this night.
People of Gotham City, your liberation is
This is
at hand.
Batman. A madman who remains an enigma has unlocked nearly every door in Gotham. He thinks all this city needs to turn into a jungle is unlocked doors. But we know better. I'm counting on you to stay home and stay calm until this crisis passes. To those of you who won't, who think this is the opportunity you've been waiting for, just remember, I'll be watching.
Well, I guess it's a good ending. Hardly any looting has been reported and Thorn is locked away. Not to mention his locks are being recalled. Only real loss here is the guy's vanishing act.
We'll find him in due time.
So do you think Gotham stayed calm because the people are basically good? Or because you put the fear of, well, you into them?
It's a little of both, really. Innocent people have nothing to fear from justice. It's only the guilty ones who have reason to cower in fear.
I guess that's why you're the world's greatest detective.
Look at that smiling face of yours, always waiting to greet me after a long night of work. Look at my jewels, glistening like a cat's eye. Aren't they exquisite? And, best of all, I picked up dinner. Same goes for me.
Good evening, Miss Kyle. Special delivery for you.
Oh, well, come on in then.
I need you to sign here and...
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Good evening, Miss Kyle. I love that robe.
You can see me.
Indeed. Although there is something more important I need to talk to you about. Catwoman.
Who are you?
Secrecy is of utmost importance at this time. Getting back to the matter at hand, I know you have a taste in fine jewelry. How would you like to make off with the crown jewels of England?
Don't be stupid. The security's airtight.
It would be a tricky job, alright. Very risky, very dangerous, and very disconcerting to a certain bad-eared friend of ours, don't you think?
What's the catch?
No catch. I ask only that while you're there, you pick up a certain trinket from you. An insignificant little item on display elsewhere at the gallery.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's almost dawn, Jim. You know I don't like to be out this late.
This couldn't wait, Batman. Recognize these?
The crown jewels of Great Britain. They're on display at the Tower of London.
Not anymore. They were stolen last night. The thief knocked out 2 guards and foiled a very high-tech security system. The guards saw nothing, but the thief left a calling card.
Catwoman.
Yeah, I thought so too. I told the British authorities to be on the lookout for her. I also told them you'd probably be in London before I had a chance to turn you over to them for questioning.
Thanks, Jim. You keep sticking your neck out for me.
And you keep making it worth my while.
Ah, Mr. Wayne, what a pleasure it is to have you back with us once again.
Martin, I hope all this show isn't just for me.
The Royal Gallery is at the service of all its patrons, Mr. Wayne, especially, if I might add, patrons as consistently generous as yourself. Why, your funding alone... Well, here I go, prattling on when you can see for yourself. I think you'll be very pleased with the exhibit.
Actually, I didn't come here to see an exhibit.
No?
I was wondering if I might take a peek, see what all the fuss is about.
You mean the jewel room? Ah, Mr. Wayne, always on the lookout for the unusual, eh? Follow me. We were renovating the basement where the jewels are normally displayed, and I'd planned to lock them up in the interim, but Her Majesty deemed their continued display necessary for good public relations given the recent scandals. So, taking every possible precaution, I moved the jewels up here, posted an extra guard, and installed the security globe.
Security globe?
Yes, you see, attached to the jewels are minute devices which send signals to a sensor at the top of the podium. If the jewels are taken past 1 meter in any direction, the signal is broken and the alarm goes off.
Impressive. So, how did the thief get away?
That's just it. The alarm never sounded. We're at a complete loss to explain it.
Perhaps someone turned off the alarm.
But I'm the only one with the alarm code. Do you know the police actually questioned me for several hours? Really? I'm incapable of such a deed.
I agree.
Speaking of which, would you care to accompany me to the control room? I'm going to turn off the globe now that the horse is out of the stable, so to speak.
No, thank you. I should be going. Nothing else was missing?
Well, yes and no. We seem to be missing a small item from one of our technology exhibits, but it's of no real value. I'm sure it was simply misplaced.
I'd hope so.
Are you sure you wouldn't like to see the control room? There's an astonishing array of buttons and screens.
Thanks, but right now I really have to go. But don't worry, I'll come back later. Five foot 5, 115. $1 Gotcha.
And now for an update on the continuing crisis of the stolen crown jewels. Not 5 minutes ago,
Finally.
we received this message for the people of Great Britain from Batman. He said, and I quote, "The crown jewels have been stolen by none other than Catwoman.
Batman?
He promises to return them by midnight.
We'll have to see about
Anyone out
that.
there, better watch out. Batman is coming for you."
Looking for these?
Oh, Batman, tricky, tricky.
It's over, Catwoman.
You have to admit, it was a good plan.
It was. Hide the jewels under the podium and make everybody think they'd been stolen. Then return and steal them for real once the security globe is turned off. If this was a game, I'd call it a masterstroke. But it isn't a game, Selina. A lot of innocent people pay the price for your thrills, and it's got to stop. You have anything to say for yourself?
You always let me get too close.
What?
And who says you don't have any powers?
Selina!
Batman, help me, please! Sucker.
Enough!
I never knew you could hit a woman.
Simple. I don't. I hit thieves.
What if I weren't a thief? And
It doesn't matter. You are.
Oh, Bruce, how was your trip?
An experience. Where's Alfred?
I told him to take the night off.
Good. He deserves one.
Guess it wouldn't be wise to ask what happened with Catwoman.
Look what the cat dragged in. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? I guess you've been a bad kitty. What did you do? Drink the milk out of the carton?
shut up, Joker.
Sir, we received a delivery from London.
Looks like the vixen came through.
Ah, the finest of wines, served with a perfect grilled salmon. Mr. Cobblepot, we have a delivery for you.
Don't just stand there! Open it!
Yes, sir. It's a TV.
Turn it on, I suppose.
Greetings, Penguin.
The name is Oswald Cobblepot. Penguin is a dreaded nickname I do not prefer.
My apologies. Although, I must waste no more time. We must get straight to the point. I have a plan in which you will become the most popular man in Gotham City.
Why should I care what you have to offer? I already run the most popular nightclub in Gotham.
And yet, you remain at the bottom of the food chain.
I dare you to say that to my face!
I just did. Listen, Mr. Cobblepot. You will be the wealthiest man in Gotham if you follow through with this. Wealthier than Bruce Wayne.
Alright, lad. I'm a businessman myself, and I know everything has a price. What's yours?
All I ask in return is that you retrieve a small trinket for me. A trifle, would you say?
That's all, huh? Fine then, I'll listen to what you have to offer.
Hurry up. Don't be a hero, dog.
Sup, dog.
Recently, Oswald Cobblepot has had a streak of luck and proposed a new type of nightclub that differs from the Iceberg Lounge, a cruise called The Last Chance. This is Mario, and I'm signing out.
I'd like to leave here by 3.
Yes, sir.
If Connery's here, he's gonna want to sit down. He can't have one! Not out in the open. Tell him we could have a conversation, but nothing further. Do you understand, lad?
Yes, Mr. Cobblepot.
Good. I'm not here to work. I'm here to play. Is that understood? I won't be entertaining any sort of business tonight. Any of them try to broach business discussion or...
Mr. Cobblepot, stay down.
I'll do no such thing! If someone is coming at me, they'll find me on my feet!
Whatever you're doing,
I
stop.
am a legitimate businessman. You should know that. Everyone does. The only dealings I have with low men are politicians. You are not addressing a criminal.
Yes, most businessmen carry umbrellas that function as AK-47s and conceal incendiary gas pellets in their hats.
Not in this one! This was a $700,000 purchase!
Whatever you're doing, stop. I'm watching.
Well, good. I'm shivering like a newborn chick. The great Batman is going to be keeping an eye on me. I hope you enjoy the view as I maintain my nightclubs and my real estate ventures. The city will be so much safer with you making sure I don't step out of line.
What of this creep? Thinks he's Mad Hatter from Wonderland.
We have another problem to attend to.
Do you ever use a door?
Not since the Holiday Killer case.
Yes, I remember that.
Now he's locked away, thanks to you. It's time we put away another threat to Gotham, Cobblepot. I know he didn't earn that money through his nightclub. After running number crunches, it seems that all of the robberies the past week are being split 50-50, meaning he's getting half the cut each crime.
Why only take half? Why not the whole cut?
To avoid suspicion. Oswald is clever, but not smart. Somebody has been aiding thieves and corruptionists lately, just like Catwoman.
I suppose we can look into it. Dent, grab a coat. We're heading out.
I just sent Gordon and Dent to the lounge. They'll stir him up, making him nervous so he can falter and screw up. Once he does, it'll catch our eye, and we can expose him. Meet me there in an hour. So here, hide the goods. Hello, officers.
We're here to speak with Cobblepot.
Through, lad. Let him through, lad. How have you been, Jim?
I've been better. Listen, Oswald, I got a complaint, and I'm afraid I'll have to look around to ensure you're up to code.
Now, Jimbo. I'm smart enough to know you need a search warrant for that kind of business.
That's right, and I'll be back with one if you don't watch your beak.
Yo, cops are gone.
I got what I needed. Let's go.
Wait, what the heck?
Who turned off the lights?
You know, it might just be Batman.
Oh no!
Now for the Mother Goose.
What are you doing here, Batman? You're trespassing on private property!
So call a cop.
What are you doing snooping around?
Looking for evidence.
You can't do that!
I think he can.
Fine! Stop looking through my records, I'll squawk. Somebody contacted me by sending a television through special delivery. They told me what to do and to grab a special item in return.
Who was it?
I don't know, bloody hell, I don't know.
Where's the television?
In the back room. You can have a look if you like.
Oh, by the way, we've recorded your confession as well as caught footage of your illegal drug trades. Expect Gordon to be back with that warrant you requested.
Ruined, I'm ruined.
Find anything?
Yes. It's time we pay Selina a visit.
Am I missing something?
Batman, it's good to see you again.
Selina, don't mind him.
I'm right here, you know.
I need to know who you told what to do that night you stole the crown jewels of London.
I don't know. I just received a television and...
Just like the Penguin did. Your hunch is right, Batman.
I figured as much. These plans are too overthought for the likes of her or Cobblepot. Thank you for your help, Selina.
Goodbye? Wait, she didn't tell you who's still behind this.
I already know who it is.
Really? Who? Sir, we received another device you requested.
Excellent. Mind if I ask you a question?
Sure?
What sleeps during the day and sees at night as bright as the daylight?
This is new. A random emergency call of a shootout. And we find this?
I suppose it's better than finding a shootout, but it is disturbing. Wait here. What do you make of this? We get a 911 caller shouting about a shootout, and we find a riddle.
The answer is quite obvious. Because he stole second base.
But what could that mean? There has to be a reason for all this. Maybe he's referring to the Wayne Stadium where the Gotham Guardians baseball team plays.
Too easy. This riddle is all curves, designed to throw us off base.
call from Robin.
Put it through.
Bruce, Alfred told me you left the cave. Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't need you.
You've been going out on your own more and more now. I'm your partner. I can't help you if you don't let me.
Fine. If you want to help, meet me at the coordinates I'm sending you now.
I take it these are the coordinates to the location of our riddle's answer.
Yes, hurry. We might be too late.
On my way. I wouldn't want to miss meeting the Riddler.
Halt! Identify yourself!
I would rather remain an enigma.
How you gonna break the code?
Riddles, codes, and puzzles are my forte.
Where's the money?
The information on the CD will be worth billions. Knowledge is not just power. It's worth a small fortune to interested parties. Right, Batman?
It would be.
But you're definitely not going anywhere with it.
Did you have a hard time deducing my clue? The part about stealing from Gotham's second largest military base?
No.
We'll take that disc now.
Will you? Can you? That remains to be seen. You're too late anyways.
Too late for what?
I find our mental chess matches to be exhilarating, Batman. The next question is one of identity. Your secret identity. See, I was the one who had Selina Kyle and Oswald Cobblepot steal small valuable trinkets for my plan. Now that I added them to this station, I can now control all of Gotham's power grids. It really is amazing what one can do when possessing the latest in military technology.
You won't get away with this.
I think I already have.
Shut it down!
Have you got game, Batman? Can you stop me? Can you answer this question? What goes around the world but stays in the corner?
I'm not in the mood for your games. If you don't shut it down, I'll break every bone in your body.
Batman, this isn't how we do things.
Either way, there's nothing I can do. The feat is already in progress.
Stay here and watch him. I'm at the post office. The answer to his riddle is a stamp. So where's the next one?
Let me ask. We know the answer to your riddle is a stamp.
Indeed it is. And it seems that answer has left you with so much ponder.
You're stalling.
Am I? There are often hidden clues in questions.
Batman, the answer to the riddle is you. He's sending you on a wild goose chase when the answer is right here in the corner.
So, you were lying. You can shut it off, can't you?
No and yes. There are numerous ways to stop this countdown, but none of them require intellect, just brute force.
Are you suggesting that I smash the machine?
That'd be the way of doing it. I calculate it'll take your boss no longer than 10 minutes to get here. Enough time for me to tell you about the first time I met him.
God almighty, Eddie, please! It's not what you think.
That's your best lie? That I misunderstood the circumstances? You'll have to do better than that, Rob. I'm pretty sure that I've got a firm grip on the situation.
No, I mean, yeah, I maybe did some stuff, but I'm making good on it. I wasn't trying to cheat anything out of anybody. I've always been stand-up, haven't I?
Yes, you have always been a stand-up guy. All the way up to now. You see, that's the fox paws. As they say, when dealing with, how do I say this delicately, murderers, you truly have to bet 1,000 in the department. You want to tell me straight up what you're batting? Or do I have to guess? I wouldn't mind. I am an extremely good guesser.
God, Eddie, I'm sorry.
Of course you are. Look here, halfwit. Use the half a brain you have to decipher my riddle. You can have me, but cannot hold me. Gain me and quickly lose me. If treated with care, I can be great. But if betrayed, I can easily break. What am I?
Trust.
He's real. Why did he leave me alone? Answer! He didn't.
Don't get up. Stay down here in the filth. Doodleberg and Tobias Whale. Both of them were found dead.
I don't know what happened. Nobody does.
I know. I've been all over town and nobody knows. What I want to know is who's running things now that they're gone. It seems that your friend Robert has a new employer. Tell me who's in charge!
He broke my arm. That was when I became fixated to him.
I know he can cross lines at times, but he wouldn't torture you.
He was about to earlier. You were my witness.
Did you shut it down?
Nope. He still hasn't told me how.
That's fine. I called in a favor, and the building will be remotely shut down in a few seconds.
Wow, that was easier than it had to be.
Congratulations, Batman! I bet you think you've won. I guarantee you haven't.
What's that supposed to mean?
That's a secret for me and your sidekick to keep.
Hey, Bruce. Can I talk to you for a bit?
Sure. Make it fast, though.
When you were out trying to solve his riddle, it turns out that our friend told us a little about himself. His name is Edward Nigma. Familiar?
It does ring a bell. Why?
He told me about you too, before I became your partner. He told me how you tortured him.
Dick, I did what I had to. Now, things are different. You showed me not to be too brutal.
I figured so. I appreciate you being honest. I knew he was just trying to break our trust.
I hope that day will never come.
Me neither.
All units be advised, the Joker has escaped from Arkham Asylum. Security footage confirms he's been out for approximately 6 hours. All units on high alert.
The hair on my arms just went up.
Know your area of responsibility, rookie. We're on the other side of the town. You okay, kid?
No, something's broke. I just don't know what yet.
Sorry, fellas. I'm a bit new at this. Hold, please. Say cheese. Ow!
You did hit a soup kitchen. I guess that's pretty funny. Sorry about that, boys. You were supposed to have a quick death, but she's still got the training wheels on. Oh well. I'm not going to let it ruin my celebration. Say, Pops, you got a lighter on you? I know you do.
Here, just take it and go.
Thanks. Harley, hun.
Yeah, baby doodle.
Welcome to the rest of your life.
How the hell did you get in here? You were supposed to call from the gate.
Where's the security footage? We're trying to help polish your image with the authorities, Batman. You were invited here. Infiltrating the facility was unnecessary. It was faster.
Oh hey, how you doing?
Christ! Even a kid can slip in and out of here, James. What's that say about Arkham?
Let's get on with it, Harvey.
Stop. Who is that?
Dr. Harleen Quinzel.
She was the freak's therapist.
Wow, it doesn't get richer than that.
From there, Joker and the therapist tore off down the South Corridor.
There's footage of their therapy sessions.
Of course, but...
I want to see it. All of it.
Good evening, patient 4479. I am your new doctor.
Oh, come on, Herbert, old boy. You know my name. Why won't you say it?
Because it isn't your name. It is merely a facade you hide behind. If you refuse to give us your real name, the one your parents gave you, I'm afraid I'll be forced to call you patient 4479. May I ask what's so funny?
You see, I could have escaped the whole time. I just had to wait until it was funny.
Hello, I'm Harleen Quinzel. What would you like me to call you?
You can call me anything you want, baby. Don't try to hide your blush, my dear. Just humor me with it. But back to the question at hand. What will you call me? That's the whole test? Sweetums, am I your patient, your pet, or just a common joker?
Okay, what about Mr. J?
That's new. I like it. Mr. J it is.
Wonderful. So what would you like to discuss for our first session?
You're letting me choose? Darling, you shouldn't have. How's about we discuss your social life? Any special guy waiting for you back home?
I'm not inclined to tell you anything about my social life, but to answer your question, no, I live alone.
Funny! So do I. You're laughing?
Well, yeah, it was kind of funny.
Are you just saying that?
No, honestly, I think you can be a comedian at times.
Prove it! What's so funny about it?
Well, you live alone because you're isolated in solitary confinement.
You know what else is funny, Doc? A psychiatrist who thinks she's manipulating the patient, when the reality is quite the opposite. The patient is manipulating her to become his patient.
And that's supposed to be me.
Why, of course not. It was my last patient.
She had a crack in her psyche, an itch that had never been scratched. And Joker found it.
Nice to see you again, Harold. I was afraid you might have forgotten about little old me.
Of course not. Why would I have done that?
You seemed a bit flustered about what I said last time. I bet you won't let me choose a topic ever again, will you?
How about this? We take turns. This time I'll choose the topic. Next time you choose.
Okay, sounds like a deal.
What I'd like to talk about today is... well, this could be a touchy topic for you. The Batman.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, if you don't want to...
It's not that. It's just no other shrink has ever brought up the B word. They were all too afraid. You, dear, have guts.
So, will you tell me why you're so fixated on him?
How do I put this? The Bat and I are evil and good. Chaos and peace. Yin and yang. Do you understand?
I think I do.
Without one another, everything just falls right apart.
So, why try to kill him?
Kill him? Kill him? Me? Kill him? Weren't you listening? Without him, there would only be chaos. He wouldn't kill me either, my dear, because without me, there'd only be peace. Yin and yang, dear, listen up.
Jeez, I had no idea this guy loved you so much.
He doesn't. He's using poetry and gravitas to justify his malice. And it's working.
Good evening, Mr. J.
Evening, Holly.
I see your nicknames for me continue.
Yeah, I love to give people nicknames. Like, for example, Batsy, Guano Man, and Pointy Ears are a few nicknames I give to that flying rodent protecting Gotham as we speak.
I see. That's good to know. So, since we're limited in time, what do you want to discuss today?
You.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. J, but Dr. Arkham ordered me not to tell you anything about my social life.
I see. I guess you're a liar just like the rest of them. I thought I was able to choose my fate for once, but...
No, I'm not a liar. Okay, what do you want to know?
Well, the first question I have is... why spend so long putting on makeup in the mirror? You're so beautiful that you don't need it.
Mr. J, flattery is... Do you really think I'm pretty?
Oh, yes, those breathtaking blue eyes, and, well...
What? What's wrong?
Well, nothing, really. It's just I prefer blondes over brunettes. That's all.
Time's up!
My gosh. She admires him.
And more importantly, he's laid down an intellectual gauntlet, littered with tests to win his approval. She has histrionic personality disorder, and he knows it.
I only speak in legal jargon. Explain?
It's a psychological disorder characterized by a long-standing pattern of attention-seeking behavior and extreme fits of emotionality. She couldn't hide it from him. She might not even know she has it herself.
I bet we'll see a blonde in a moment.
Ooh, my, what an astounding sight! Did you change your hair just for little old me?
Yes, Mr. J, I'd do anything for you. I mean, in a professional way, I just want you to be comfortable with our interviews.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
So, today I'd like to discuss your childhood. I know it's an average topic that many of your previous,
shrinks.
Doctors, they asked you this before, and they all received individual responses. You never told them the truth. May I ask why?
It's not that I lied. It's that I can't remember. If I'm going to have a past, I'd prefer it to be multiple choice.
Interesting. Why can't you remember?
I really don't know. Probably the chemicals I was exposed to.
I guess that makes sense. Do you remember anything at all, though? Anything that sticks out in particular?
I remember always trying to make my grumpy old daddy laugh. The only time he ever did was at the circus when I was 5. The clowns made him so happy. I just had to try and capture that, you know? So I dressed in white makeup, dyed my hair green, which got everywhere, put on his oversized clothes, and I presented myself. Here I am, Dad. Beep, beep. It got a laugh out of the old man. Then he punched me in my face.
Oh, you poor thing.
Time's up.
Sounds like I'm missing a party. Holly?
That's right, Puddin'. Sessions are over.
We've got 2 problems now.
It's worse than that. I've seen him laugh 100 times over.
It's what he does, right?
No. This time, he's truly happy.